In einer Internet-Guide zu gucken, wo die Öffnungszeit der Webseiten drinstehen, ist für mich Cheaten. Ja, das ist, damit du die Webseiten... Bleib ruhig, Redun, bleib ruhig. Du cheatest, weil du auf einer Webseite guckst, wann die Seiten offen haben. Außerhalb des Spiels. Tut mir leid, das ist Cheaten. Und jemand soll mir das Gegenteil sagen, dass das nicht Cheaten ist. Ist doch so, Lotus. Ja, cheaten halt. Du guckst im Internet nach, wo die Lösungen sind. So, weiter geht's mit. So, weiter geht's mit Sherlock Holmes. Ein Spiel, wo man nicht cheaten kann. Wieder Blut. Unbekannte wunde Person noch am Leben. Stiefelabdruck des Herrenhauses. Nein. Weil das ganze Spielprinzip langweilig macht. Wieso? Ich habe keine Projekte bis jetzt abgebrochen. Ja, aber Stellen, wo man nicht weiter kam, wenn man alles ausprobiert hat und im Internet gucken, wann die Seiten öffnen haben und so, ist ein himmelweiter Unterschied. Oh, die Albertsbücher. Eins kannst du da sehr leicht übersehen.
Oh, the smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
Keep away from it. Focus on our task, so we may soon leave all this behind.
This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul.
Lotus, das ist aber... Er guckt auf irgendeiner Internetseite in real, wann die Seiten offen haben von den Internetseiten im Spiel. Hallo? Das ist nicht das Sinn des Spiels. Der Sinn des Spiels ist, die Seiten selber herauszufinden, wann sie offen haben und so.
The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson.
Weißt du doch gar nicht. Der hat eine Komplettlösung hinten offen liegen.
Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal. The captive was dragged through hell. The victim's left hand clawed at the soil. The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers. Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body.
Haben da doch nur
Blood
Daumen.
was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. A worn blade, but clean and without blood. Bowls filled with blood. The tracks lead behind the stone slab. Only this indentation was spared from blood. A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep. The initials EA are embroidered
Mach einen
with
Sound mit, der
thread.
cheatet.
The prisoner's clothes tossed aside. Days old and rotten. Damp and mouldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment. The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time. A simple rope. The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area. This is how those poor people were crucified.
Ich guck kein... Ich guck keinen Cheatern zu.
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire. Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage. The tracks lead behind the stone slab. Heavy and covered in blood.
Something is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
It's nothing, Holmes. I'll join you in a minute.
Geht in Flammen.
That's human skin, and still warm. What's happening?
Oh, ich höre, Sherlock hat wieder seine 5 Drogen.
And not in a pleasant way.
Das klang schmerzhaft, Sherlock. Albtraum-Szenario. Ich liebe es. Und was hat das mit Mut zu tun? Aber was hat das mit Mut zu tun? Ach so. Das klang ungesund, Sherlock. Steine sind unsichtbar. Und wieder nutzt. Und wieder nutzt er einen Sheet. Hä? Okay. What the fuck? Ah, okay, ich habe die Rätselslösung gefunden, Alter. So blöd kann auch nur ein Mensch sein. Der hat immer Standbild, wenn er sein Cheat guckt. Ich cheat jetzt auch mal. Ich gucke jetzt mal im Internet nach dem Weg, wie man da läuft. So. Sheet aktiviert und jetzt kann ich... Ah, jetzt sehe ich den Weg genau, wo lang ich muss. Ein Hoch, wie Oki sagen würde jetzt, ein Hoch auf die Komplettlösung. So, Komplettlösung, dem Weg folgen. Okay, gut. So, erst geht's hier lang. So, dann geht's hier lang. Wie geht der im Video voran? Okay, dann geht er hier lang. So machst du das im Video also, ja. Dann geht er hier lang. Und, nein, falsch. So, ich mache jetzt. So, ich mache jetzt mal einen auf. Okay, ich gucke jetzt auch mal auf der Internetseite, wie der Weg ist. Oh, armes Tuff Tuff. So. Was laberst du eigentlich, du Vogel, Alter? Alter, treib mich nicht zur Weißglut. Haha, ein Hoch auf die Komplettlösung. Dank der Komplettlösung habe ich den Weg easy gemeistert.
And now, axes? What on earth for?
Schwingen der Äxte, da muss ich bestimmt durch. Hä? Warum bin ich jetzt wieder am Anfang? Ne, ich habe nur für das eine Rätsel die komplette Lösung genutzt. Ich weiß ja nicht, okay, der dauerhaft die nutzt. Okay, runterfallen muss ich auch nicht. Ich auch, ich bin bei der fünften bei der fünften Cheater-Seite. Tust du auch. Cheater haben kurze Penisse. Hab ich gar nicht. Ich habe damit nur dich nachgemacht. Alter, hast du schon mal was von Sarkasmus gehört, du Vogel? Was muss man hier machen? Ich fotografiere mir mal die Symbole ab. Und hör auf, Chips im Hintergrund zu fressen. Das ist unprofessionell, okay, im Hintergrund Chips zu fressen. Du nutzt eine Lösung, wo die Zeiten der Webseite angezeigt werden. Ja, jetzt ist es auf einmal ein Tipp oder was? Ah ja, komm, okay, laber weiter, so ein Scheiße. So, einen habe ich. Ich habe das verstanden jetzt, wie das Rätsel funktioniert. Man muss ja auch mal schlau sein.
There's that glow again. I hope that was all. I can't take anymore.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming. Holmes, what are you doing? Sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
I just need a second, John. The unknown, beckoning,
Great one! Lightning! I should examine him before he has another seizure. Please tell me there are no eels inside Arneson. Please tell me there are no eels inside Arneson. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound.
Ah, die hat keine Finger mehr.
Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed.
Dass der überhaupt noch lebt.
Cold sweat. 2, no, 3 ribs fractured. Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured. We can't get him to the boat in a state like that. It's dangerous to us and him. Please tell me there are no eels inside Arneson. This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation. Salvia divinorum, provokes visual hallucinations. A gluey decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color. Hard to tell what it says.
Ihr wartet, indem ihr euch den großen Gott hingebt.
The walls are spinning. Let me catch my breath.
The nightmares these poor souls have. I wonder what this language is. I can't decipher that text. Pokeweed berries, though they appear
Los,
harmless,
hau ihn
the
ab.
plant is lethal.
Hau ihn aufs Maul, Junge!
Some kind of amanita mushroom, extremely poisonous. Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
Aber echt, ey.
Odorless, watery, and hard to identify.
Dann sagt mir Bescheid, bevor ihr euch dann wieder die Köpfe einkriegt.
Alles klar, Mutti. Ah. Ein C für die braune Substanz, die einen beißenden Kräutergeruch hat. Womit wurde die Substanz verbrannt? Ach, braune. Ein C für die braune Substanz, die einen beißenden Kräutergeruch absagt. Womit wurde die Substanz verbrannt? Könnte Gift sein. Die ist C-flüssig. Und beißender Geruch. Auch falsch. Also beißender Geruch und Konsistenz ist ich richtig. Alkohol? Nein. Arznei? Ja. Bei Ayahuasca handelt es sich um eine braune, breiartige Kräutersüd, der im Amazonasbecken bei Ritualen bereits verwendet werden. Ayahuasca verursacht visuelle und audierte Halluzinationen. Der Hauptbestandteil dies zu einem südafrikanischen Heilmittel ist Jage, ein Tropfchen Liane aus dem amazonischen Regenwald. Ah. Okay. So, was haben wir hier im Archiv? Was haben wir hier? Transparente Flüssigkeit auf dem Tisch mit giftigen Substanzen stehen Fiolen mit unbekannter transparenter Flüssigkeit. Okay, das wird wahrscheinlich ein Gift sein. Konsistenz? Substanz stehen Fiolen. Steht da nicht. Geruch? Ist geruchlos. Farbe wässrig bis gelb. Haha! Schlangengift ist in der Regel eine klare, schaumlose Flüssigkeit, die am ersten an gelbem Wasser erinnert. Einige Tropfen Schlangengift verdünnt oder vermengt mit anderen Substanzen wirken entspannend auf die Muskulatur. Dabei gilt die Faustregel, 80 Pfund Gewicht entsprechen einem Tropfen. Wir könnten Trollkirsche mit Schlangengift vermischen, dann könnten wir den ruhig stellen. Ha! Mit einem Beruhigungsmittel herstellen. Wir müssen Beruhigungsmittel herstellen. Tollkirschen und Schlangengift. Gut. Dann suchen wir mal Tollkirschen. Ist ja auch richtig so.
This should help soothe Anderson.
Oh, ich fühle den Typen jetzt auf Droge ab.
I need some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Anderson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat. That seems to have
Computer sagt nein, Computer sagt nein, Computer sagt nein, Computer sagt nein.
festering soul and let me feel. Free me festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing, we are born to die, filth in the eyes of our eldritch lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice.
Alter.
Eyes without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Holmes, are you all right? Here, let me help.
I'm fine.
Holmes? Sherlock! What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I don't You're right. Let's go, Watson.
LOL. Da war ja wirklich einer. Und wollte Sherlock umbringen.
Bon Dieu. Still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait. Is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, but he's not well. Do you know Lucy?
Belle from the Nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Power of the heart. I get you. Wait here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No. Tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny. I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes round here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
Kapitel 7. Das Buch aus der Tiefe. London.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. Oh, this is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics and Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Und redet Oma wieder mit dir oder was?
Sherlock am Geige spielen.
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir. Get the Strand. Get the true facts.
Nein, hier ist Redun!
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Dass es zu euch hinkommt. Ihr solltet mal wieder einkriegen. Naja, solange wie es langsam anfängt mit euch zu reden, ist das in Ordnung.
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean, or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely.
Eine Schiffsfahrt. Wenn das Unwetter toben, wir wollen schon. Ort Schottland.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
Gehst du schlafen?
My
Musst du morgen
pleasure,
wieder arbeiten?
Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour,
Aber
West
morgen ist
Coast.
Samstag.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will
armer
attend
Lotus.
to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Armer Lotus.
Doctor!
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future. Good day, Doctor. A fascinating book. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor. Please let Mr. Holmes know that he may always read the latest strand at no cost.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
Ich mag seinen Bruder. Der ist cool. Der hat auch immer richtig die Meinung gegeigt. Nee. Du bist ein Lappen. Du bist ein Cheater. Ich benutze keine Sheets. Wo benutze ich Sheets? Wo benutze ich Sheets? Schon mal von Sarkasmus manchmal frage ich mich, los, bist du Oki? Ja.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
Das stimmt, ja.
Royal Berkshire Regiment, they had it tough in Afghanistan. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war. Capital M, signed by someone else's hand. The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road. A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction.
Wieso bin ich wie Oki?
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Ja, weil du genauso doof reagiert hast, gerade wie Oki. Und mich nicht richtig verstanden.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Ich muss mein Gehirn anstrengen. Ich kann nicht weiter mit Oki nachdenken. Wieso? Du hast gerade nichts Logisches gesagt.
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I. And thus, we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
Die Ruhe vor dem Sturm, Trophäe erhalten. Kapitel 8. Das Erwachen. Was für ein Spiel? Ach, Dead Island.
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls.
These seas have taken too many, John.
Let's stop them from taking more then.
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An ancient symbol of eternal renewal. Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key. An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century. Where did the shirt come from?
Holmes, look! There's a body here.
Not just any body, it's Ashmat.
He died recently.
The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand. A broken chain. Something was attached to the end. Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted. Oh, his eyes are gouged out.
His body succumbed to all those wounds.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back. This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here. Scratches. Interesting occult pattern.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.
Trophäe erhalten, jeden Stein umdrehen.
Barred and barricaded from the inside. The door won't budge.
Was? Nur Chip. Die hebe ich gleich auf. Was, Ash? Seit wann heißt du Ash? Ja. Wenn ich Sherlock Holmes fertig habe. Ich glaube, ich bin jetzt im letzten Kapitel.
An obsidian heart, masterful work.
Okay, ich muss irgendwas da drauflegen, was gleiches Gewicht hat.
this vessel is covered in dried blood.
Oh, I get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help. Sealed shut, and seemingly for a long time. They used fresh blood in some kind of ritual.
Alter, wie krank die Scheiße hier einfach ist. Mikan, hast du gut gemacht. Ich guck dann schon nicht zu. Ich habe was Besseres zu tun, als da gerade zuzugucken. Ich muss gerade hier ein Rätsel umlösen und ein Ritual aufhalten.
Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson?
Fine, take my flask.
Sealed shut, and seemingly for a long time.
The lever doesn't want to stay on its own.
Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up.
The doors, Watson. Hold the doors.
Ah! We're trapped! Now what?
Look around. There must be something we can use. Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what. ready for anything, Watson. It's all right, Watson. It's merely a chest with coins and a dagger, made of obsidian by the looks of it. Use these with care. Let us be the first adventurers to raid a tomb without destroying it. Look around, Watson. There must be something useful. Terrific. Now, onward before they close again.
Let us hope our paths converge, Holmes.
It's calling me, John. I cannot bear it any longer.
Is that you, Holmes?
Everything is so insignificant.
Holmes? Holmes! Speak up! Holmes!
Please, John.
Holmes!
Help me.
Holmes! Speak up! Holmes! Speak up!
Please, John.
Holmes!
Please, John.
Keep talking!
John! John, I'm falling!
Sherlock?
Watson!
I'm coming!
Watson!
Sherlock?
Watson!
I'm coming!
John! John, I'm falling!
Holmes! Where are you? Holmes! Please!
Sherlock!
Holmes! Holmes, come on, wake up! Thank heavens. What were you doing? What happened?
The whirlwind. Stars are so distant. The sun inverts the earth. It becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
Nothing is everything. We are so small, inconsequential. A shadow in the dark.
I think we best go back. You are not well, Sherlock.
No. We are so close. We cannot...
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
With every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must stop Rochester. We must end this.
Ah, Sherlock, you almost died.
Do not worry about me, John. You have other men to save.
I thought that I'd seen horrors during the war, but this... Careful, Holmes!
Sir, are you all right? No. No response.
Don't mind my trembling hands. It's not fear, it's adrenaline.
The base appears to rotate.
Hands off, Holmes. We have no idea of its purpose.
They are all entranced, captivated by the light of the lens.
Sherlock, don't touch it. We still don't know what it is capable of. Mad cultists, ancient ritual sites. Had I known where this case would lead, I would never have brought you to see
The
Stanley.
sheer form of it, the color, it makes me feel uneasy. Black, metallic, and with a characteristic hue. Obsidian yet again. This material feels very sturdy. It would take an enormous effort to break like that.
Alter, was ist hier los?
That's it! You did it! The lens broke!
John, the worshippers, we need to make sure.
Of course, I'll see if they're all right.
At least this awful mask is breathable. Check her pulse, can you, Watson?
As expected, the pulse is elevated, but within normal limits.
Her chest is moving fast. She's hyperventilating.
Stop there, shipmates! A storm awakens and we've battened down the hatches.
Dirty Summers, I presume. Nice to put a filthy, sweat-covered face to a name.
That's no way to speak to a captain.
Sherlock! Get down!
Watson, you killed him!
I didn't have a choice.
Well, what's done is done. If we do not stop Rochester, Summer's death will be but one of many.
All right, enough talk. Time for action.
The sailor who didn't survive the storm.
The port of London feels so long ago. Forgive me, Summers.
Walk.
I know this company. They make Fresnel lenses, essential for any modern lighthouse lantern. Pay for padding. They didn't want their cargo damaged. It seems they have placed beam emitters all over the main gallery. Khalid lenses are placed inside the lantern room. They modify the gallery and watchroom. One moment, Watson. I'll redraw this blueprint. They made sure no one could enter through the main door. Hold on. We need a plan. Tell me you have a plan. Of course. We shall apply what we just learned, charge the Khalid lenses, and break them with the dagger. That should put a stop to this cursed ritual.
All right, good. I confess, I worry about what awaits us. Is it too much to hope this will all come right?
If our future is black, it is better surely to face it like a man than to attempt to brighten it by mere will-o'-the-wisps of the imagination. Come on. We'll go together.
Look at them all. We have to help them.
Watson, stop. Rochester will see you.
What should we do?
We get answers. Stay here, see to the lenses. I shall confront Rochester. He owes me the truth.
Sherlock! Sherlock!
Mr. Holmes, you are late. Was the path here not as you anticipated?
You expected me?
We've stood here before, Mr. Holmes. Another you, another me. Many years ago. I wonder what will happen this time.
What? What are you talking about?
Join me. Bear witness to the end.
cannot bear witness to anything, Lord Rochester. You are blind.
Oh, how could...
It is what I do.
No, how could you be so ignorant? For I have never seen more clearly than in this moment. Never felt more than I feel right now. Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The bile of madness rises in our throats just as our master rises below. I see moon beasts, night gaunts, a witch doctor in Arkham. I see what the stars themselves are dreaming. I know more than any man has ever known.
You are delusional. How did you do it? The compulsions, the visions, was it some form of hypnosis or no? A drug, perhaps, tell me.
Ah, there is no ruse. There is no big reveal. It is exactly what it seems. You still fight so desperately against this truth, but you feel it too. Yes? Yes?
You are mad. You have mistaken hallucinations for reality.
Are you really want to talk, Mr. Holmes? Speak truthfully now. In the port, in the swamp, what did you see?
Meaningless dreams, the result of asphyxiation or medication.
No, no, no! You are lying to yourself, Mr. Holmes! Why? If you are not here for the truth, then you are a diversion, but no more! Rulor Kanga! Oh, Master! Oh, Great One! He has come! Take me! Accept my sacrifice! The world is yours!
Oh, ich habe Watson getötet. Ich habe Watson getötet. Ja, Watson wurde von den, weil ich die falsche Entscheidung getroffen habe, wurde Watson im Abgrund geschmissen. Armer Watson, Ruhe in Frieden, Bruder.
You cannot bear witness to anything, Lord Rochester. You are blind.
How could you?
It is what I do. Something beyond the capacities of my imagination. A world so alien, but
so familiar. Yes, I see it too. In your mind's eye. Untold horrors lick their lips in the shimmering dreamlands as Sarnath sinks eternal.
Und ich habe Watson schon wieder umgebracht. Scheiß Quicktime. Darf ich den wieder zurück oder was? Alter, ihr seid alle verrückt, ihr seid alle Ockis. Alle Ockis, Alter. Hä? Oh nein, ich muss nochmal weg. Und wieder durch die ganzen komischen Ockis. We are the brother of the time. We are the brother of the time. We were brother of the time. We are brother of the time. We are brother of the time. We are brother of the time. We were brother of the time. We were brother of the time.
This could prove useful.
Ah! Der Killer sucht nach dir, Oki. Er will dein Fleisch. Ja, ja.
What is the point? What are you hoping to achieve with all this slaughter? Do these people deserve such suffering?
They are just tools. Their existence is meaningless unless put to use. Oh, all-seeing master. Oh, grand God beneath. How he has blessed them with purpose.
You use them for cruelty.
I've seen a man eat his own flesh just to hear the whispers of lizards. I've seen a mother behead her newborn that she might travel to another world. Galaxies swallow each other whole. Light folds in on itself until nothing remains. You know not cruelty, Mr. Holmes. Cruelty is for such knowledge to be beyond the reach of so many.
This is hubris delusion. You are Icarus flying too close to the sun.
No, no. You misinterpret the legend, Holmes. Icarus flew. He reached heights no man had ever reached. One must imagine Icarus happy.
He burned. Rochester plummeted to his death.
And were you to ask him of his choice, he would have not a single regret. Every step I took was necessary. Every drop of blood a blessing. Every death predestined. Surely you understand. It was for knowledge. The only thing worth living for. Why must you remain so blind? Be honest. What is it you fear?
I'm afraid that it will cost me my sanity, much as it has cost you yours.
There is no such thing as sanity. There is only the world as it is, and one's willingness to accept it.
Die Wuni Wani Ghetto, the Wuni Wani Ghetto, the Wuni Wani Ghetto. The era of the time, the era of the time, the era of the time. We gonna wanna do. Und jetzt alle, what you gonna do when it comes, yeah, what should I do when it comes, yeah, what should I do when it comes, yeah. Feel up in the morning, well man, the weatherman comes to bring the sugar and tea and rum. Bin ich verrückt, Ash? The one from the ship, I put to see the name of the ship by the video of three. Ich meine, die singen hier alle so schön. There are the true, there are the true, there are the true. Und what should I do in a compensation? What should I do in a compensation? What should I do in a compensation? Feel up in the morning. Nee, das war jetzt gerade nicht so. Wo ist der Chor? What should we do in a compensation? What will you do in a compensation? What will you do in a compensation? Hä? Wie geht's? Once when a ship on a compensation, what will I do in a compensation? Feel up in the morning. Here comes the Venom comes to bring the sugar and tea and rum. Betet zu mir, meine Untertanen! Betet zu mir, euren Gott! What should I do? Ich glaube, ich muss zuerst das Blaue da machen. What will I do in a compensation? What will I do in a compensation? What will I do in a compensation? Feel up in the morning. Welcome the weatherman comes to bring the sugar and tea and rum. Wieso komme ich da nicht hin? Ach, hier geht's weiter. Well, once on a ship, I put to see the name of the ship by the billiard tree. Ich schleich mich mal hier durch herum, weil ihr alle behindert seid. Hier kommt der Watson und bringt jetzt sogar ein Bier und Rum. Ulema Valento. The air 1 or 2. 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 Puppet Cedar, what's gonna do in a compensation? What's gonna do in a compensation? Oki in the morning. Da hat jemand gerade einen Orgasmus gekriegt. Hulema Falento, Husema Farentum.
You truly believe it? That a god arises from below that the world shall end?
There is only nothingness, only chaos and torture and endless time, stretching its wings, baring its teeth.
It's preposterous. It's nonsense. It's... You've drugged me. The fumes in the temple, narcotics, a bad reaction. Oh, you're one of my cross agents. Yes. Yes, this has the stink of my brother all over it. No, wait. Of course. I am dreaming in the asylum. In Black Edelweiss, tied to a chair.
You are standing right here, Holmes, as you always do.
You said that before. You said we had met, but I've never seen you before in my life.
The cycle repeats. Old becomes new, and we remain pawns in the hands of a god. Submit! Submit to your inconsequence!
It is unthinkable.
It is undeniable.
I cannot.
When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Now, Holmes, now is the moment. You know it in your heart. Say it! Say it!
It's an illusion. A delusion. I am mad. I have become my mother.
Oh, no, no! You are lying to yourself, Mr. Holmes! Why? If you are not here
Oh,
for the truth...
und Watson ist wieder tot. Indem er die falsche Entscheidung tritt und Watson in den Abgrund schubst. Hat er verdient. Weil Sherlock die falsche Entscheidung getroffen hat. The one for a ship, but put to see the mega ship for the period video of 3. The one for a ship, but put to see the name of the ship for the video tree to bring through up to go the war ba. Here come development comes to bring the sugar and tea and rum. One with the finest time the CRTIO.
You truly believe it? That a god arises from below that the world shall end? It's real. All of it, it's real. Maybe your god is unstoppable, but you are merely a man. And I know how to stop you.
What do you mean? What have you done?
I have made a friend.
Yeah! No! Curse you! Oh, Great One, forgive me!
It is over, Rochester.
I thought this time would be different. But the gods laugh at man's arrogance.
Sherlock, come back down!
The wave!
Come with us! Turn yourself in, save yourself!
The abyss calls for me, Mr. Holmes, as it does for you. The final problem approaches, and you too shall fall. Sherlock, please!
please!
Nee.
Rochester, don't!
Such heights we reach!
No! God! Sherlock, we must get inside! I have to see it, John. I have to know.
Das hier.
Apologies. Did I
Wellermann.
arouse you? I could relocate to the study, but I wanted to be at hand should
Du
you
musst
need
der Wellermann eingeben.
No. The sound of your keys. It is my tether back to the waking world.
I find writing of our adventure helps me too. Perhaps at some point you could read it and tell me if it accords with your memory. There are moments in our journey that only you were privy to. Your encounter with Gygax, your visions with Light of the Abyss, your confrontation with Rochester.
No.
Pardon me?
Do not publish it. It would be professional suicide. You would be a laughingstock, a fabulist, concocting penny dreadfuls for the unwashed masses. And I would no longer attract a distinguished clientele, but madmen convinced I could connect them to their deceased relatives or help them capture a fairy.
Ah. It doesn't seem to get any better, does it?
When I close my eyes, John, I am falling. Falling into a black abyss. It is endless and suffocating and unforgiving. What I would give for a dreamless night.
It's going to be all right, Sherlock.
What is that?
It will help you rest.
No, not that. No. I say, Watson, would you be afraid to sleep in the same home as a lunatic, a man with softening of the brain, an idiot whose mind has lost its grip?
Not in the least.
That's lucky.
Hab Spiel durch. Er guckt jetzt in die Komplettlösung rein, weil normalerweise kann man das auch in-game einstellen. So, ich habe die Ukraine unterstützt jetzt mit das Spiel. Bin ich jetzt ein guter Mensch? Benjamin comes to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One man at a time with the... Gut, damit bin ich jetzt mit Sherlock Holmes The Awakened fertig. Die DLCs-Mission werde ich mir das nächste Mal wenn ich die DLCs habe, werde ich da die Fälle da mal reingucken und lösen. Das war der Meisterdetektiv Redun. Bis dahin. Ciao, Leute.